My name is Michael Baxter, and I'm a music composition major. I decided to be a composition major because I had already been writing music a long time before college. I had played in kind of a metal band, and we played on Bill Street and a few music festivals here locally in Jonesboro, and it was a lot of fun. And when I got into college, I kept writing, but I wasn't a composition major right off the start. Um, when I actually got into college, the music ed program removed a bunch of theory classes, and I had really been looking forward to the music theory classes. That was some of my favorite things to study in high school because it's kind of the building blocks of music, and so I kind of had planned to take those things already, and when they took those things off the bulletin for music ed, it kind of put the nail in the coffin. I switched out of music ed and got into music composition. I enjoyed it a lot more. My favorite piece that I've written is a piece called Late Night Special. It's a piece for oboe and percussion, actually. I like it because it's one of the first pieces that I've ever written, and it has a lot of interesting rhythm in it. It really drives. It kind of moves you, but it's also kind of seamless in a way that there's modulation in the rhythm itself and development in the rhythm, but it's really fluent, and it's just kind of an interesting piece the way it develops and turns out. The inspiration for my works come from other composers. I like the Impressionist. I also like the Baroque era. There's a lot of good things going on right then, and a lot of development in the music world going on as well. The other things come from events that happen in my daily life and just things I see around the world. The hardest part about composing is knowing the limitations of the instruments you're working with, or whatever medium it is, whether it's electronic or acoustic. Everything has its own limitations, and it's just something that you have to work around. Sometimes the names of my pieces come from what inspired the piece, and sometimes it comes from maybe how the piece makes me feel as a whole. I don't think there's any particular style of music I like. I do like music with a lot of rhythm. It doesn't have to be any specific kind of beat, but just some sort of groove that's kind of cool and fun to follow. The advice I would give someone who wants to start writing music is just to do it. There's not really any wrong answers. You just find things that you like and kind of build a collage of sound. You can learn scales and learn the patterns that you use and learn to identify those patterns and develop them in musical ways. But other than that, it's really just get in there and get down to business. If I wasn't composing music, I would probably be teaching music. I'm already teaching music right now. I'm teaching a guitar class, and I do some substitute teaching and things like that, and I work with younger students quite a bit, so I think I would see myself teaching if I wasn't composing. My plans after college are to kind of take a year off and teach, and just pretty much prepare for grad school, build a good portfolio, and try to find a nice grad school that I like. I decided to be a composition major because it's kind of interesting to just look at the way music has developed from very strict rules to the freedom it has today. So it's very nice to kind of just sit down and do whatever you feel like doing.